it's Sarah. Today, I am doing actually like the biggest book haul that I've ever done in my life. I don't know how I got like this. This is my March book haul. There is at least like 25 books here. Yeah. Book Outlet had so many things that I needed in my life. I don't know what it was, but so to start off with, I'm gonna unbox this. This just came in the mail yesterday. There was like multiple orders to Book Outlet, and this is the most recent. I didn't open it. However, someone else did. There's a nice little hole. So I have some scissors. They're really terrible ones, but whatevs. Okay, so there's 3 books in this box. So the first one we have here is Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor. Hardcover, and if I am correct, I bought a signed copy, but I'm not seeing a signature. What? Oh, art print. What the shit? Oh, that's what's signed. I was like, what? Where's the signature, guys? I paid $12 for you for the signature. Well, that is just super neat. But yeah, so I have number 1. The dot's on the top. I hate when they do that. I like it on the bottom. So I bought Daughter of Smoke and Bone in hardcover from Abe Books, and it's coming. I don't know when. It was only like $4 for the hardcover, so I already have a paperback though and I've read it, so now I can marathon the series and it's super exciting. So the next thing is the reason I essentially made this order. I saw it and I was like, I need to get it and other things to make it worth it. But it's Harry Potter and the Creature Vault. Like, this was on Book Outlet. It's a $45 book and I got it for like $15. And all it is just like this gorgeous illustrated book all about the monsters and magical creatures of the Harry Potter universe and the movies. And like, look at this. Look at this. Like, it's just really amazing, and it's just gonna look so nicely with my collection of Harry Potter books. Like, oh my god, let's be real. It looks so nice. Okay, and the last thing in this box was kind of like an impulsive buy. Let's be real. This is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. Oh, the dots at the top again too. I hate that so much because that means I have to hide these books on the bottom so I can't see the stupid freaking dot. Like, that's aggressive. That is an aggressive dot. I read like the first chapter in a bookstore one time and I loved it. I just didn't buy it ever. And it was on sale at the Book Outlet, so I was like, I'm gonna buy it. Everybody seems to like it. That is the box completion. Now on to like the rest. The rest. This next book has a story and I am still riled up about it. So, Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Beautiful, gorgeous 20th edition. When I saw that this came out, I was like, I need to own this and I need to own this like now. But in Canada, it's $37 Canadian plus tax. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna wait to see if I can get it, you know, cheaper somewhere. I waited, I think like 2 years. Like, I don't remember when this one came out, but I'm pretty sure it's been 2 years. And every time I go on Book Outlet, like every single time, I will search up a bunch of different authors that I love, including Diana Gabaldon, looking specifically for this book on Book Outlet. So I finally cracked and I was like, you know, the TV show's coming out, I need this copy. Like, I just do. It's just a thing. So I bought it. But not before I checked Book Outlet, and it was not there. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it from Amazon. $27. Like, that is like a really expensive book. Like, this is like the most expensive book I own, I think, that I have bought. The next day comes. I am elated that I have purchased my Outlander book. But I just casually go onto Book Outlet the next day. Wouldn't you know? This is on Book Outlet for $15. The next day. So, I mean, I paid $12 more, but what are the freaking chances? But yeah, so that's the saga of the freaking Outlander, which I'm gonna be reading soon for the TV show. Wow, that was a really long rant. I apologize. but I'm not bitter. So now I have a giant pile of things that they're just mixed up. Most are from Book Outlet, some are from like a used bookstore near my house. So I'm just gonna try and speed fire through these ones to not keep you here for like another million years, because that is a very real possibility. The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan. This is the second book in the Heroes of Olympus series. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 5. So I don't have 4. But once I have 4, then I'll have a complete set and I can read them. I haven't read any of them yet. But I really like the Percy Jackson series, so I'm really excited to give it a go. Next we have Dune by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon. I read this book like when I first started BookTube, so it's like super nostalgic and fun. It's like a really lighthearted, like family-friendly princess story that's like kind of goofy. It's fun and I really like it. I just didn't have the first copy and I was like, I don't want to spend $22 on this book. And it was on Book Outlet. There was only 30 left and I sniped it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Now I'm really excited for book 4. I just want to see how this ends. I'm so committed. Okay, the next one is like really stupid and I don't know why I bought it. Air of Fire by Sarah J Maas. I have read none of the Throne of Glass series, but I decided that I wanted to collect the hardcovers. And I saw this was like on Book Outlet, so I was like, you know, this might be the 3rd book and I haven't read any of the books, so I shouldn't buy it, but I bought it anyway. So now I have to acquire Throne of Glass and whatever the second one is so that I can read this series. Hooray! The next one I'm amazingly excited for. It is The Force Awakens by Alan Dean Foster. This book is like $35 in Canada, which, you know, no, $36 Canadian plus tax, which, you know, that, like, for one. Look at how tiny it is. In here, there is like a bunch of canon material about The Force Awakens, and I don't know if you know, but I'm essentially Star Wars trash. But yeah, this is completely canon to the Star Wars universe. So excited. There's a bunch of material that is obviously not in the movies. It's like internal monologue and talking and oh, yeah. So the next 3 books I got were sent to me from Penguin Random House Canada. Thank you guys so much. Like, this is amazing. I'm so freaking stoked. The first one and like the most exciting, The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead. This story is about like an upper class girl who's in an arranged marriage and she runs away from it, and it's like to this weird academy that trains ladies to be proper ladies, all that stuff. But I've never actually read a Rochelle Mead book before, so this is like my very first encounter of the Mead. Not the ale kind, but the mead. But I'm really excited to read this. This is next on my list once I finish my current read, which is The Circle, the Engels 4 trilogy by Matt Strandberg and Sarah B. Elfgren, which is really good so far. But yeah, this is next. Next is by one of my favorite authors, and I've only read one of his books, so I guess I can't really say favorite. And this is Sophie Quire and The Last Story Guard by Jonathan Auxier. This is the second book in like a middle grade series, but apparently you don't really need to read the first book, which is good because I haven't. He is a Canadian author who wrote The Night Gardener, which is one of my favorite books of 2015. It's just like little kid adventures in like bizarro world. So yeah. Okay, the next one I requested just because it looked really, really interesting, but I don't know anything really about the author, but that is Yiddish for Pirates by Gary Barwin. I guess it's just like Jewish pirates in like the 1500s. Sounds great, and there's a parrot in it. And it's just like really interesting, and it had amazing reviews, so I was like, I need to review this and read this. These are all coming out like the beginning of April, so by the time you see this, they'll either be just coming out or already out. Next, I asked Twitter if I should buy it, and they told me yes, so I bought it, and that is The Mime Order by Samantha Shannon. I haven't read The Bones season yet, which is the first book in this series, but apparently it's a fantastic kind of paranormal fantasy story set in London, and that's so good. So this is definitely going to be on my radar soon. Apparently it's fantastic. Next we have Of Neptune by Anna Banks, and this is the 3rd book in the Cyrena trilogy. I wasn't planning on buying this, but I saw it at Book Outlet for like $2, so I was like, I'll buy it. Because I have the rest of the series and I've read the whole series. This was my least favorite book in it. It was good, but the ending was just like so cliche. It was just kind of like, eh. But I mean, it's a mermaid princess story. Like, we're not going for some hard-hitting stuff here, folks. Yeah, I just saw it and I was like, you know, I'll just have that for my collection. Thank you. Next we have Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. I haven't read this yet, but I've read Anna and the French Kiss and I did really like it, so I just kind of want some nice contemporary for the spring and summertime, and I'm going to Mexico actually at the end of the month, so I think I'm going to be bringing this with me. Maybe, I'm not 100%. I'm going to be doing a video on the books I'm bringing, so watch out for that. Next we have The Madness Underneath by Maureen Johnson, and this is the second book in the Shades of London series. And you know, I read this book and I thought it suffered from middle book syndrome. Like, it tied up things that happened in the first book and it just like started the problems for the third book. I didn't love it, but I really like the series. Paranormal investigators in London. One of the characters is at a boarding school and I really love things that are like creepy and mustery and old, set in London because of like the rich history there. And it's like the first book deals with like a Jack the Ripper figure and this one is just kind of not. Next we have These Vicious Masks by Taryn Shanker and Kelly Zekas. I didn't love this book. I thought it was okay. I heard some really great reviews on it and like it did have some things going for it. I love the premise in theory, but it just didn't deliver for me. I don't know. And I didn't like the ending. It's like this girl Evelyn, she is like high society. Her sister Rose is also high society. For fun, they heal people like they're nurses. But then Rose gets kidnapped because she has like a secret power that they didn't know about. And then so Evelyn goes to London, breaking her parents' wishes to look for him. It was like historical paranormal set in London. Like those are my favorite things. Next we have The Phantom Coach by Michael Sims. So this is just like a compilation of Victorian ghost stories. Alright, I'm so freaking excited for this because I love ghost stories and I love Victorian things. So Victorian ghost stories. So good! Charles Dickens, Margaret Oliphant, Henry James, Rudyard Kipling, Arthur Conan Doyle, and others. Next we got The Book of Negroes by Lawrence Hill, and I've just been wanting to read this book for a very, very long time. One time I read like the first chapter in a bookstore. I do that sometimes, and I thought it was fantastic, but I didn't want to pay full price for it, so I was just waiting to see it used. Found it, got it on in-store credit. It's like an old woman telling the story of how she grew up and was taken from Africa to become a slave, and there's like all this stuff happens, and it just apparently is phenomenal, so I'm extremely excited to read this. Next we got The Winner's Crime by Marie Rutkowski. People are going crazy for this series and I have not read it yet. I have the first book, The Winner's Curse, the first book I own. Twitter has been going nuts-so because I guess the third book is coming out soon, or like it just came out, and everyone's just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Cliffhanger thingies, oh. Next we have a large, very popular book, Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. So yeah, this is the first book in the Dark Artifices series, and did you guys know that Cassandra Clare is coming out with another Shadowhunter series in like 2 years? I'll put the name of it right here because I can't remember right now. But Casey Ann from Dark Readers was telling me this and I was like, what? What? This book was very good. I wish it was shorter though. I feel like a lot of stuff happened at the end and the end was amazing. The beginning was good and the end was good, but I felt the middle kind of sagged for me. I did love this book though. I'm really excited for the next one. Next we have Dream a Little Dream by Kirsten Gear, and this is a translated book from German, I want to say. But it's about a girl who dreams about these weird mysterious guys and then they appear in real life in her town and she's like, what the F? But I guess it's like a mystery, kind of paranormal fantasy thing, and apparently it's quite good, so yep, picked it up. Okay, and lastly is another one of those weird kind of not making sense purchases that I sometimes do make, and that is Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. This is the Grisha series 2 and 3. I have not read any of the Grisha series, and I don't own the first one, but I was like, hey, second and third one are on sale. Let's get it. Yeah, so now I need to buy the first book so I can read these because I don't have the first one. But I've just heard so much good stuff. I was like, I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna take the risk, guys, and buy them. All right, well, that is all of those books. I went a little crazy. That's an understatement. I went a lot crazy. I've never bought this many books before. Like, I didn't spend a ton, but definitely more than I wanted to. So now I'm gonna like chill out. I cannot believe this is happening right now. I can't believe I picked them all up. But yeah, so those are all the books that I acquired in March. Please let me know in the comments below which one of these I need to be reading first because there's so many. It's like, what do I pick next? You know? Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching my video. My name is Sarah, and I will see you guys later. Bye.